Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another squad builder. Here we are today with the best 50k La Liga team. As I said, we're going to be redoing some of the old squad builders that we did at the start of the year because they are now no longer relevant. Kind of the team value is much cheaper and the team isn't so relevant anymore. So now we are redoing old squad builders, and yeah, we're here today with a 50k La Liga squad. So if you want to see more, if you have any suggestions for any squads, make sure you leave them in the comments. Make sure you can leave a like on the video if you enjoy it. Also subscribe as well if you are new to the channel. Let's go into today's squad with our goalkeeper, who is indeed it's not Oblak. I wish it was Oblak. It's Ter Stegen. Ter Stegen, a really good goalkeeper this year in the game. You're 4-star weak foot as well, 6'2", which is good because you need tall goalkeepers in this game. It's really important if you have a tall goalkeeper, because every time I come up against tall goalkeepers, whether it's Begovic, whether it's De Gea, whether it's Butland, they're all tall and they're all very, very good, and he's got some very good stats on his card as well, and he's very, very overpowered this year in the game. Centre back storage got Godin and Varane. To get an 88 rated player in a 50k squad is pretty awesome, but he's only going for about 12.5k at the minute, which is crazy. Medium high work rates, maybe a little bit slow is maybe the only concern some people would have with him, but you can stick an anchor card on him and that will fix that problem. And then Varane doesn't need any more pace really. You can put an anchor card on him if you want to. I think you'd be beneficial if you maybe just took a sentinel card on him, because I think his pace is good enough for what it is. You only really need 77 pace. That's probably good enough for a centre back. At right back we've got DeMarcos, go-to right back in La Liga. I always go with DeMarcus when I build. Again, it doesn't need any more pace, so I'd recommend just sticking a sentinel card on, boosting that defending and physical. His pace is high enough, the rest of his card is good enough, so he really doesn't need any more of those stats. Left back we've got Tremolinas, really solid left back. Can't quite fit Jordi Alba in the budget. That'd be nice if we could, but it's a bit too expensive. Tremolinas is one of those really reliable fullbacks, really good player to have in the team, really reliable. Again, probably an anchor card will benefit him at best. His pace at 82 is good, but not great. Could definitely improve that, and that's what I would recommend doing. Now the midfield is interesting because we've got Rakitic, another 87 high-rated player in there, Gomez and Turan, a really good, strong midfield here. You want to stick Andre Gomez in the middle of that CDM spot. He's a great player to play at CDM. Maybe want to stick a powerhouse on him, might be a good idea. Maybe stick a shadow card on him, boost his pace in defending. 6'2", medium. Really important for a CDM, for when you're playing with a CDM, to have for him to be strong. Now I know Kante is a good player to play at CDM, but there's two kind of types of CDMs you need. You either need somebody who's really strong and really powerful, or you need somebody who's got really massive energy, and Gomez fits into the powerful category. 6'2", he's got amazing physical, he's got good defending and passing as well for a CDM, and he'll be a beast at CDM. I've played him there many times myself and I know how good he is. Rakitic, again, really good player to have. Solid, really reliable, very much like Iniesta, really reliable player to have. And then Arda Turan is another player that's really reliable. I used him a lot at the start of the year, and I remember in the early weeks in Foot Champs, Turan was my best player. I mean, I had Rakitic, I had James Rodriguez, but Turan was really the go-to player for me. Every time I struggled or it was a tight game, Turan was the one to get me and nick me a goal and win me the game. So he was a really surprising player to have, because considering the team I did have, he was the one that was really the leading light in the team. Up at right wing we got Inaki Williams. I've got him here more for people's preference would play Williams. For me personally, I've used Williams a lot. I've played about 80 or 90 games with Williams in 2 Foot Champions runs, and I just couldn't get on with him. I don't know if it's just maybe Foot Champs was harder, and obviously it is harder, but I just couldn't get to grasp with the way he played. You know, he had obviously got very good pace, very good physical, but his shooting and his dribbling and his agility is obviously really poor. And for a winger, they are 3 of the most important stats. To be agile, have good shooting, and dribbling is probably the most important stat for a winger. And he just doesn't have any of that. And for me, I would much rather play Carlos Vela up at right wing for me, because I think he's probably a better winger than Williams. Now the pace and physical, you could maybe, if you wanted to, convert Williams to a right forward and play him up at striker instead, if you don't want the striker that we've got. Now the striker that we do have is Wazim Ben Yedder. Now for me, outside of obviously Luis Suarez and Griezmann and Benzema, for me I think Ben Yedder is the best striker. I think he's phenomenal. His 5-star weak foot is really what edges him, and the fact that he's only 5'7", he does actually have very good heading as well, and he really is edges it over Pato for me, because I find Ben Yedder and Pato for me are the best two strikers that you can get in La Liga, other than the three big boys. And if you wanted to, you can maybe stick Williams up at right wing, or convert him to right forward, stick him at striker, and then use maybe Carlos Vela then at right wing if you didn't fancy to have Ben Yedder. I know Williams would then be off chemistry, but you could do that if you wanted to. At left wing, then we've got Nani to finish off the team. If you can get a Hunt card on Nani, he will play like Ronaldo. Genuinely, he's fantastic to have in a team. He's an amazing player. He plays very much like Ronaldo. You know, I think when you stick a Hunt card on him, he has 91 pace and like 89 shooting, 86 dribbling. He's just a very, very good player to have. Does play very much like Ronaldo. Obviously not as good, but he plays very, very similar to that, and he's just a very good player to have in a team. I used Nani a couple of weeks ago in my La Liga squad, and he was phenomenal, and really was one of the main differences in that weekend. So this is the team. It's actually a really, really good team. Now I say that a lot, but when you actually look around the team and look at the players we've managed to get in the team for 50k, it is a very, very good team. So hopefully you guys will build this, and let me know on the feedback in the comments if you do find this team to be really good. If you do build it, make sure you leave a like on the video if you enjoyed us, subscribe if you are new to the channel. That's all today, guys. Have an awesome day. I'm out.